1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Hello, hello, internet world. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can finish the rest of this cowboy story, and we'll see. All the cult followers run with rabid excitement to beneath the gallows platform, barking and howling and leaping on their tiptoes and waiting. A few more drops of blood fall down to the crowd, and meanwhile, from the back, Joshie and Dawson are just watching and staring. Dawson in a slight trance. I mean, should we try and help him or something? Joshie, yeah, we should. In a minute. Jeez, this is so crazy. Dawson, yeah, I kind of want to see. I mean, Jesse James did want to kill us. Joshie, yeah, it's kind of funny seeing him in the other position in such a tight spot. Meanwhile, Dollface taunting the crowd. How much do you want it, huh? He gives a little dark grin. You want a real sacrifice? He reminds me of Sekal Khan, which is funny. I saw that movie after I wrote this, but you know, people that want to do sacrifices, they're kind of all similar. All the cult followers scream and cheer. Dollface looks up at the sky at the unearthly glowing of the dazzling full moon. Joshie, is he really gonna do it? I gotta see. You know, it's kinda sexy. She looks down in her little trance and glances upon her hands. She opens her fingers and sees the pentagrams on her palms. Joshie, no, no. She flashes back to seeing the wolves running in the streets, the star on the other outlaw's chest, and John Wayne. John Wayne. We all have a little beast in all of us. Joshie, the sign of the beast. She tightens her hands into fists. Joshie, no. She looks up at the gallows. Joshie, stop! Stop the sacrifice! The whole cult crowd goes quiet and looks back at Joshie. She runs up towards them to try and stop them, somehow. But she stops when she hears the overwhelming rumble of angry growls and 100 sick, glaring eyes staring back at her. She might, just maybe, be in over her head. Joshie, ... Fuck. Dollface, tear him up! I love that line. I use that in way too many stories because I just love it so much. At the climax of his words, everybody is already worked in such a frenzy. They all leap and thrash, transforming into wolves before Joshie and Dawson's very eyes. They rip and wriggle out of their clothes and come charging to attack. Just then, the turquoise around Joshie's neck starts to glow brightly. The wolves all stop and cower. The light becomes brighter and brighter, and Joshie and Dawson look upwards, finally realizing that most of the glowing light is coming from the sky. A massive starship appears overhead, out of the night. Dollface is so stunned that he drops his razor with a clatter to the platform floor, and Jesse is so shocked that he doesn't even try to get away. They all just stare and stare and stare. Dawson, that's intense. These little fucking comments. I swear to fucking God, like, you don't always need, like, I thought that, at the time, I thought it was funny. I thought that was, like, the height of comedy. Like, if I saw that in a movie, like, all those little fucking comments, I'd just be fucking laughing my ass off, like, that's so fucking funny. But I'm kind of over it now, you know? And this isn't even that long ago. Anyway, glowing beams of spotlight shine down from the hovering spacecraft above. Select random wolves are abducted and float helplessly up the beams into the spacecraft. Holy shit. The rest of... You know what? I would love to actually see a werewolf versus aliens movie. They already had Cowboys versus Aliens, which I watched most of, but not all of. Which was cool. I like the idea. But let's have werewolves versus aliens. Why not? Select random wolves are abducted and float helplessly up the beams into the spacecraft. The rest of them are so stunned that they change back into naked humans and all cling to one another with fear. All the beams of light retract back into the ship. A long, skinny staircase descends from it and goes down to the ground. Extraterrestrials, bathed in blinding light, come down the steps. As they come to ground level, they step out of the light and can be seen as pastel blue-skinned, androgynous, spandex-clad hair metal alien cowboys. Holy shit. Alien number 1. Communicating telepathically to everyone, of course. Greetings, Earthlings. We are the people of the moon. We mean you no harm. Random cowboy claps his hands over his ears. Oh God, it's in my head! Dollface shoves Jesse down to the surface of the platform and he makes a run for it. But with a single glance, the alien shoots a spotlight of blue-green light at him and he freezes. Alien. Why do you have such fear, child? We won't do any harm. Alien number 2. We must leave now. We must make ourselves acquainted to our newly begotten friends and introduce them to life with us. Anyone else who would like to join may do so. It's peaceful inside. The moon is peaceful and a land of plenty. Is it? Or is it just a bunch of fucking rocks? The staircase retracts then and pulls them back into the blinding lights and into the ship. The ship gently descends down to land on the ground. The lights dim and the doors open. Dollface. Sweet Jesus. I guess that was more of a whisper. Sweet Jesus. He passes out cold on the ground. Joshie gives an exhausted sigh. She looks at Dawson. Well, this kind of took a turn for the different, huh? All the cowboys and whores, in their nudity, are all dazed and wandering around, reassessing their lives and stuff. Some wander into the ship, and some gather their clothes and go off to wander on home. Joshie. So, what should we do now? She pauses, though, mid-sentence, as something catches her eye. Joshie. BRB. Dawson. What? Joshie just gets up and walks off. She sees the silhouette of a figure on horseback at the edge of the town square, lit up by the soft glow of the spaceship. The figure looks angelic. The way they're lit up, strands of silky light come off the horse and make it look like it has a horn. Aww. Joshie approaches delicately. Joshie. Hello. I've waited so long to meet you. This is just so many things, like, happening at once. It's like a big fucking, like, smorgasbord. She gets close enough to see who it is, and it's Brandy on the horse, with his big-ass belly. Of course it is. Joshie, you're the unicorn? Brandy, yeah, I guess so. He sighs and pats the horse's neck. I was just about to get out of here. It's getting a little bit crazy. Joshie, I don't understand. You're my unicorn man? But yeah, you're right, you should hit the road, before something even weirder goes down. Brandy, look friend, I don't know very much. But I can tell one thing. You're a modern woman, Joshie. You like modern men, modern values, equality of the sexes, freedom from racism, all the good things that the 1860s just can't give. Hell, the 1960s can't even give it either. Cowboys look beautiful by the handful, in history book photos and dramatic reenactments. But wolves are beautiful too, but they don't make good pets. And not just because they attack, they also shit all over the house. This is just a weird meandering, like, is this supposed to be a lesson? It's kind of weird meandering. You get what I'm saying? Better to just let them be free. Aww. Joshie. She sighs. I think so, surprisingly. I just got caught up in my Saturday matinee sunny summer day's lust. Why don't you come with us? We'll help you with the kid. And once it's born, we can make out. What? Brandy shakes head. I can't. Much obliged, but I can't. I may be just a little old, out-of-work ranch hand, turned almost lab rat, turned petty criminal from the year 2013, but I can't be your Hollywood extra modern man. Joshie, why not? Brandy, because it's part of my character mold. I'm a 35-year-old man, given 17-year-old precious maiden glow. Without it, I'd lose my desirability. Joshie, a pregnant virgin? Like Mary? Brandy, come on. I ain't full of myself enough to compare to Mary. Brandy and Joshie laugh to each other quietly. Brandy, anyway, you should go and help your partner. Partner, like, as in cowboy partner, not bedfellow partner. This episode was all about you, and he was just dragging around looking dumb. But he's still there for you. He ain't no unicorn, but he's a good man. Aw. Joshie, smiles softly and nods. Yeah, he is. Brandy, well, that's all for now. I better hit the road. Hiccups. He straightens his hat and kicks the horse, riding off into the night. Joshie, well. She goes and looks for Dawson. She finds him on the gallows platform, trying to untie Jesse James' sweaty wrist ropes. Try saying that 5 times fast. Since Jesse is tired and beaten and most of the fight has gone out of him, he's laying still. Joshie, hey. Dawson, hey. Joshie picks up the straight razor from the floor. Oh, look, Jesse. I can cut you loose, but you're not going to hurt us if I do, right? He looks up at her, but before he can answer, another voice comes from behind them. The voice of Dollface McGee. So I guess he woke up from his little unconsciousness. Dollface, as he loads his pistol. This man can't be trusted. He's an unpredictable maniac. He's a danger to everyone. That's why we ran him out of here those 3 years ago. But given the recent, circumstances, he glances back at the spaceship. I'll put him down humanely. He points his gun to shoot Joshie, but at the last second, someone shoves his hand and the bullet goes off into the crowd below. Random cowboy. Ah! I'm shot! Fuck! Joshie, ugh. One of the aliens comes out of the ship to care for him with some kind of futuristic means. Ugh, I almost puked in my mouth a little bit. They look back at Dollface. The person who pushed him comes out from behind him, and it's Anita. She goes straight over to Joshie and kneels beside him, laying herself over him protectively. That was the best part of Disney Pocahontas. Dollface. God damn it, woman. Get out of the way. Anita. No. She softly pets Joshie's hair and pets her hand down all the old scars on his back. You don't want him, so that makes him open to be mine. This poor boy ain't bad. He's just been broken by the war, like so many of us. Oh. Joshie, ... glances at Anita, glances at Dollface. Yeah, let me go with the whore. Woman. Anita, kiss me. I'll take you home and fix you. Oh god, she wants to fix him. Yeah, that's gonna work. She sits him up with his bloody neck and her dirty dress and everything, and they start making out. With their nasty mouths. Dollface, ... He puts his pistol back in the holster. I'm going to bed. He goes down off the gallows platform and wanders away. Dawson looks to the sky and sees it lightning faintly. It's almost daybreak. That's a cool word we never use, am I right? I like the sound of the word daybreak. Joshie, yeah, well we better get going. She and Dawson turn towards the spaceship. Joshie, wait, before we go on to the next episode, let's enjoy this. One thing's for sure. Cowboys might be of all dirty kinds, but a sunrise over the desert sure makes you feel like you're in the one good page of a grocery store checkout novel. Dawson, yeah, it's nice. It's nice to enjoy the beauty of where you come from. They sit down on the edge of the gallows platform, and I like how they're sitting on the gallows, but they're like, what a beautiful morning, that's a nice image. And watch the sunrise side by side. Quietly, feeling the moment, they put their arms over each other's shoulders as Anita and Joshie make out. Furiously, moaning like animals. Soundtrack. Oh, I know what this is. Let me play this song. The closing song. Alright, the episode fades out into darkness.